Kari. I'm going to go over your putting fundamentals. You have a good setup. Your posture looks good. You've got the arms right under you. Your elbows are slightly tucked into your sides. Good width of stance. The only thing that we changed in your setup was your grip. I had you wrap that forefinger underneath so that you would have a different part of your hands and arms kind of in control of the club, and try to prevent wristiness with the push of the finger. Ask you to do that for about 30 days, and then we can evaluate whether or not the change was helpful or not. But I would like for you to continue that new grip for a while and see how that feels. During the golf school, I only wanted to work on a few things, and what we worked on during our session was the putt, hold, and look. So let's look at Tiger as he putts the ball. As he hits the ball, his eyes right now are straight down, and he keeps it down even after the ball leaves the screen. So he's hit the ball, he's come to a complete stop with his putter, and so he's holding his finish. He's putted the ball, he's holding his posture, his finish, and his eyes on the ground. And then he does that just for a moment or two, and then he will turn his head, and as he turns, he still maintains his posture and his putter finish position. So he doesn't recoil the putter back. And what we're watching now is the video of your putting stroke before we made adjustments. So you go back as you hit the ball, your eyes are down. You do a pretty good job of keeping them down for a moment or two. And your eyes are still down. That is very good. So you've already trained a putt and hold. And I really like the connectedness. You're not wristy at all. You're balanced. So you've already adopted one of the most important fundamentals of putting stroke. I think that's why you putt so well. So you did a really good job there. The only thing that I would add, just to add another layer of sophistication to your technique, is that you do have a little tendency to recoil this putter back. And so the only thing I would add is maybe just hold that to do your look, the turn and look to the result of the shot while you maintain that finishing position of the putter. Now we're going to look at your chipping technique, and in this email I have attached some other videos for you to watch, and one of them is on the fundamentals of chipping and pitching. Let's go over some of those fundamentals and what you have. You already adopt a lot of those fundamentals, and I'm just going to focus on a few. This is your setup. You have a very good setup. You've got the ball in the middle of your stance. I like that. You've got a little bit of shaft lean in your setup. That's good. The only thing in your setup that I would adjust a little bit is narrow your stance. I would like for you to, your stance is about a foot apart right now. I would like you to at least cut that in half and get a little bit closer together with your feet. Here you can see how much closer Tiger's feet are. And in my video that I attached, I also showed how Roy McIlroy and Luke Donald also had their feet very close together, and you would see that in all of the top players. So getting your feet closer together is the first adjustment I would like for you to make in your technique. The other thing is to slightly open your stance. What that means is that you would set up where, instead of having your body square and your toes here, that you would back this left foot up a little bit and have both your feet would be slightly closer together, but also both feet would be slightly turned to the target. So you would just kind of slightly rotate your body and your feet slightly towards the target, just a few degrees, and that'll help a lot. Now let's watch you take it back and then through. I like the fact that this knee here is going to move a little bit, hip, shoulder. You're swinging the sternum towards the target. So I like the fact that you have a connected swing. Very good. You're not handsy and flipping the club through. You're rocking your body through the shot, and that's very good. You'll find that this movement will even be easier when you get your feet together. So that one of the things that you have is that movement right there. But you'll find it much easier to do and control when you narrow your stance. Your pivot will feel a lot more comfortable. Kari, on the left is your technique before we made adjustments, and on the right was after we had adjusted some things.
Choke down, feet together, slightly open, stay on the left.
So those are some of the things that we went over, and you can see how you did narrow your stance. You are slightly open. You're choking down a little bit more on the handle than you did on the left. So very good.
Hold your finish. Okay, good. Good. Excellent. Very good. Keep doing that. Swing to the post. Okay. We're going to move the ball. I want you to move your feet this way slightly. No, move. I want the ball to be further back at your stance. Just a little bit. You almost had it too far forward.
Okay.
Okay. Much better. Okay, very good.
Kari, you really have a good solid foundation of fundamentals for these shots. There's just a few little areas that we could work on to make it even better, make you more consistent. I remember you telling me on the course that this was an area you struggled with, and you were surprised how well you were chipping, because you hit a lot of really good short game shots during our round of golf. So I really like what you've done so far, and there's some drills I can show you, and some added layer of sophistication to your technique, so that your performance will improve even faster.